Hi guys, in this video I wanted to talk about Turtle. Turtle is a graphics module that allows you to draw shapes. And so if you take a look at the official documentation, right, some of the shapes that you can draw look like this, right? So here's a star, right? And so here's the little code snippet that lets you draw that shape. So first they color the turtle, red and yellow. They start beginning to fill. And then they go through this while loop. They tell the turtle to go forward, then it tells it to turn left, and if there's some condition being met, that they will break the condition, right? Then they end the fill, and then they are done, right? So there's a lot of different things that you can do with Turtle. For example, you can move the turtle forward, backwards, right, left. You can tell it to go to a certain X position, you can tell it to go to a certain Y position, and if you ever need to look at the code and what it returns, you can always click on the functions and see what it does, right? So there's a lot of different things you can do with Turtle, but the first thing I want to do is get you guys started with, well, how do you get started with using the Turtle module? So, first thing you want to do is to import Turtle. Okay, importing just lets you pull from a file that Python already has built for you, and if ever you need to load up different functions that people have made, import is the way to go. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a turtle object. I'm just going to call it t, so t equals turtle dot turtle. Okay, turtle objects have a lot of functions and methods that you can call on them, the ones that we just saw on the documentation. Then we're going to create a screen, so turtle dot screen, and now we're going to start setting up the screen. So we'll set up the screen. We'll say the height is 500 pixels. We'll say the width is 500 pixels. We'll say its starting X position is 20 and its starting Y position is 20. And so this setup, right, it creates a screen starting from the top left corner. It'll make the height and width 500 pixels, and it will start from a 20 pixel offset. Okay. Then, at the very end of your code, you want to call the main loop function. And so this just makes sure that the screen is running properly and all of that good stuff. Okay. Cat. All right. So finally, let's replicate what we saw in the example, right? So if we go back to the example, we have this star here, right? And so let's replicate that, right? So we can take our turtle and we can color it, and we can color it multiple colors. We'll just give it red and yellow just to match the example, right? Then we'll tell the turtle, okay, begin fill. All right. Then we can have our loop, right? And for this one, I'm just going to make a 5-2 star. We'll talk about what that means some other video. But suffice it to say, you can say for n in range 5, you can tell the turtle to go forward by 100 units, and then tell the turtle to go left by 360 divided by 5 times 2. Okay, then we can tell the turtle to end the fill, and, well, let's see what we make. So we run that, and the turtle draws a star. Okay, the first color is going to be the outline, the second color is going to be what it fills it with. Okay, so that's just a very simple program for Turtle, right? There's a lot of different things that you can do with it. For example, if we wanted to create a curve, right? Well, a curve is just a sequence of very tiny steps. So you would do for n. Well, let's do t dot begin fill. Oops, fill. Then we say for n in range. Well, actually, we'll do what the example here says, while true, and then we check for a condition, right? So while true, we'll tell the turtle to go forward by 1, and we'll tell the turtle to go left by 1. Okay. And then we'll check its position. So if absolute position is less than 1, we will break. Okay. And then t.end fill. Before this function, I'm going to tell the turtle to take its pen up. That'll make sure that it's not drawing any lines. I'll tell it to go to a position, so I'll use the set position function. I'll tell it to go to, let's say, negative 200, 200, and then we'll put the pen back down. This is so it doesn't overlap with the shape it just drew. So we'll refresh that. We'll see that the turtle draws the shape, and oops, I should get the turtle's position by running that. So it draws the shape, and now the turtle is slowly making a circle. One way that you can get around the animations, right? The animations are cool and all, but if you're just looking for the art piece, you can say turtle.tracer 00 at the beginning here. And what that does is it tells the animation to stop. That's the first 0. And the second 0 says don't update the animation. Okay. To use that, we need to update the screen whenever we use it. So we'll run that. Uh-oh. Do I have a loop? Do have a loop. I have a forever loop here. We'll say absolute t dot position is less than 1. I think this has to do with the way we set the position here. So, excuse me. So we have to change that. T dot position gives you that. So that's the X position. And we'll say subtract that by, we'll add 200. And we'll take T dot position, the Y position, and we'll subtract 200 so that it's 0, 0. Oops, bad operand type. Absolute tuple. Oops. Let's just make this 400. All that code. Again. So we have the star. We didn't draw it. $400 might be too big. 200, 200, that means... I don't know. I can't get this to work. So let's, instead of doing this, we'll do a for loop for n in range, and we'll just make it 360 to make the full circle. And we'll just remove the condition. There we are. And we'll move the circle down, say negative 50, 50. So there we are. Okay, so those are just some of the things that you can do with Turtle. All right, hope that is informative. Take care.